I have to log in. I've had a heck of a day already. So busy, busy, busy. Oh my gosh. It's kind of cray cray. Oh, now what? Okay, we're live. I don't even care about sending a notification on that one. All right. What's this message now? Okay. And good afternoon. I was livid last night. At about 7:30, no, about 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. My TV goes down. The freaking Yankee game is on. Now, I was working till 10. I couldn't even watch the game. The TV didn't come back till this morning. I was so upset with Verizon. Oh, don't be doing that now. Not now. Working till 10. Bad timing. Even though the Yankees won, that's not the point. I wanted to see the game. So it's back at least. Mom was freaking out too because she watches TV so much. It's like she's so dependent on it. She was freaking out, bothering me the whole night. When is the TV coming back? It's not coming back till tomorrow. They kept saying it's going to come back next hour, next hour, next hour. Then I called and they said Tuesday morning. I was like, what a joke. It's the first time that's ever happened. I don't ever remember that ever happening. But I guess it does. Okay. So, on a little sidebar news, which I don't want to get into that whole thing, but supposedly, and I'm in Telegram, so I get a lot of information that comes over that. Supposedly, Israel, in any retaliatory action against Iran, will not hit oil or nuclear sites. It would be military. That's what they're saying. I don't know if that's true, but these are like these Telegram messages coming in. That's a sidebar, but that's when you hear my phone going off, that's a lot of stuff that comes on my phone, like news related material. That's what that is, those notifications. A lot of them are. And that just came up about a half hour ago. So they're going to do something. But then they also said, we listened to the advice of the United States, but the final decision will be ours to make based on our own national interests. So that leaves that door open. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. Pop out. All right. And I also just finished making something, which I haven't tried yet. I haven't eaten yet. But it looks yummy. And then I went up to help my neighbor, which we help each other. That's what we do. So I've been running around. I've been busy. I've been nonstop today. It's like crazy. Oh, we don't need this anymore. We don't need that, or that, or this, or that. Trying to get rid of some windows. Okay. I'm going to show you what I made this morning. I haven't tried it yet. That's another one. Sirens go off in Israel. See what I mean? It's nonstop. Northern Israel. That's from the IDF. All right. Back to this. So I just made this. And I am dying to try it. But it's going to be a little bit on the calorie side. So I'm trying not to eat until I eat this. Which I'm going to share on the screen. Oh, that looks so yummy. All right, let's get rid of my camera. So this is, and you could put whatever you want in it. That is shrimps with vegetables and teriyaki. Now, I have broccoli in there, snow peas, mushrooms, bean sprouts, and that's it. I didn't add a lot of other stuff. I just kept it simple. But that's what teriyaki sauce. Then I made this. And this looks yummy. And it's a lot of work, believe it or not. Shrimp fried rice. I made that. That is work. So what I do is I make the white rice like yesterday. And I let it like sit in the fridge. Then I take it out in the morning. And I leave it uncovered so it dries up a little bit. And then I break it up. I make the eggs separate. I make the green onion and regular onion separate. I do the shrimp separate in oil. And then I fry the, the rice separate. Then with the soy sauce. Then I throw it all together. I even threw some peas in there because I like peas. And I like mushrooms, so I threw some mushrooms in there. And then I mix it all together, and there's my version. A little salt, a little black pepper. That's my version of shrimp fried rice. I haven't tried it yet. This is for later. But that came out yummy. And yes, you need a wok. Or a non-stick frying pan, but it has to be deep. Because you want to cook it right. You can't use just like a regular frying pan. Not with all that food. It's got to be deep. And it looks yummy. So I made that. That's for later. But I think it was Genghis. I don't think he's around. He told me yesterday. Oh my God, he is around. You saw what I did, right, Genghis? When I wrote the Christmas song, I did you said something about, why don't you write one about aliens and Christmas? Well, I did last night. Have you heard it yet? You might have seen it, right? Let me get YouTube up. I don't know. It's got like 100 views already. I'm like, what's going on? So I wrote the lyrics last night, put the music together. No drums, not yet. I don't know if I'm going to do it. Some songs are okay with adding drum parts and other parts, but some are better just left alone. Okay, let me open it up. Let me pause it. Let me start it from the beginning. Let's put it on this screen, blow it up. Unmute. I haven't really heard too much of it. I'm gonna hear it now. I just posted it last night. I was so busy. All right, let's see. It was your idea, Genghis, that put it in my head. And look how fast I wrote it.
The moonlight shines bright on this Christmas Eve. Excitement in the air, waiting for family to finally leave. Cookies left for Santa near the wallet tree. A sudden noise in my bedroom, I cover my eyes not to see. Could that be Santa's elves stirring in the night? Why would they be in my room? Suddenly it gets so bright, a noise heard on the roof above. Could that be Santa's sleigh? I close my eyes once again, holding my breath as I lay. Here come Santa's elves. Why do they look so strange? They seem to be floating. Appearance seems to change. Their eyes shaped like almonds, speaking without talking. They say we will meet again, as they leave without provoking. I peek to take a look. They seem to be so small, gray not green in color, and surely not as tall. As they exit through the walls, I run to the window. A huge ornament in the sky, like the moon it seems to glow. Without a sound it hangs there, then moves in a blink of the eye. That didn't look like Santa's sleigh or his elves, I cannot lie. No one will ever believe me, visitors from an otherworldly place. One thing that's for sure, I will never forget that face. Here come Santa's elves. Why do they look so strange? They seem to be floating. Appearance seems to change. Their eyes shaped like almonds, speaking without talking. They say we will meet again, as they leave without provoking. Here come Santa's elves. Why do they look so strange? They seem to be floating. Appearance seems to change. Their eyes shaped like almonds, speaking without talking. They say we will meet again, as they leave without provoking.
Haha. So there's a lot of the UFO lore about them the ability for them to go through walls. Telepathy, speaking without talking, their lips or their mouths aren't moving, but yet you can hear them in your head. There's a lot of little references in there. Almond-shaped eyes. I mean, yeah. That was all about you, Genghis. You gave me the idea yesterday to write a song with the alien theme for Christmas. So, and I didn't want to, I said otherworldly because, you know, there's all kinds of theories. If they exist, where are they emanating from? Interdimensional? Future? Other planets? That's why I used otherworldly. It's a general term. So there was a lot of like little references in there. Gray, not green. And I put Grey, not Gray, in the lyrics. So there's a little playing around with that. But it was fun to write. So, Genghis, I hope you liked it, because you're the one that made me write that song. You said yesterday, well, why don't you write one with aliens visiting on Christmas? Well, I did. And I kind of rushed it when I wrote it. You know, I just put it together quick. You see how quick I put it together. So it wasn't like I sat there and really thought about. Because if I really sat down, really, and worked on lyrics, it'd be a lot better. But time is not on my side. So I just throw whatever I can together. And, you know, that's just the way it works. If I had more time, that'd be different. I don't have that time. But yeah, that was that song. So, Santa's elves, or are they Santa's elves? And who's that? Avier on Kick. So it was fun writing it though. But I'm gonna like it's been a while since I started writing these lyrics. So I've wrote what 3 in the last 4 days. So at least I got that out of my system. Uh-oh, what's this? Oh shit. Reply. This is a guest. Eventually, we have to. I can't even spell. I hate when it does the auto. We schedule. For next. I can't do pre-records tonight because I'm working the station. I sent the guest I forgot. Thank God he messaged me because I forgot to tell him that we have to reschedule for next week. Chanel is on vacation, well deserved. So I hope she's having a great time. It's the flow in the lyrics, and it's so hard to match it up because when it generates the music, it's hit or miss, and a lot of the times it's miss. Sometimes it's great how it all comes together. So, a lot of the times it is not. Like you said, it's about the flow with the lyrics. And you could tell it's rushed. At least I know I could tell it's rushed. But like I said, time is not on my side. So I just don't have that. That's like fun stuff just to do it. You know? At least I'm doing it though. You know, it's another thing to sit here and write a song, lyrics to a song every day and push it out. Some people would have a problem doing that once a month, let alone every day. So I'll take it for what it is. Anyway, I didn't get to go bike riding today because I've been so busy. It is cold here. It was cold. I don't know what the temperature is now. Alexa, what's the temperature right now?
Right now, it's 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Also, I can give you notifications on new movies being released. Would you like me to do that?
Yes.
William, you're now following movies, and you will receive notifications when they have updates.
I'm curious just to see what it would tell me. Not that there's anything coming out that I want to see. No, I can't think of anything that's coming up that I want to go to the movies to go see. I did watch Salem's Lot last night since I had no TV. So I used the laptop and tied it to the TV. It was all right. I mean, could have been better. I'm not going to give away any kind of spoilers, but it could have been better, but it wasn't bad. I'll say that. It wasn't bad. And actually, I was shocked in a few parts, but the bad thing about it, not enough Barlow. Not enough Barlow. the vampire. Not enough. I mean, and they say it was based more on the book, the Stephen King book. I never read the book, so I can't, I don't know if that's true. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad watch. So if you get a chance to see it, watch it. And make your own conclusion. Reach your own conclusion what you think of it. But it's not bad for a Halloween movie to watch. Supposedly they're making a new Pumpkinhead. I like the original. It's just that these remakes. I mean, sick. So sick of it. I mean, it's so tired, played out. Can we be original? And make some new stuff? Like the slasher. There's so many slasher movies. I mean, give me a break. You know? Go to a party. It's like the same thing over and over again. Or how many zombie apocalypse movies can you watch? Or virus movies. Virus related. It's like sickening. Yeah, Pumpkinhead had an interesting story. Even Jeepers Creepers, the original. Because it kind of reminded me a little bit of like what a Mothman kind of a deal would be. You know what I mean? The Jeepers Creepers, but that movie was good. The second one was, it wasn't too bad. After that, forget about it. But they ruined it. Like they ruined everything. But at least it was original for its time. It's like these movies are pathetic. A Santa theme. A bad Santa theme. Valentine's Day. Chucky was clever when it came out, Child's Play. But then, even Nightmare on Elm Street, it was different. It was clever, but that got so played out. And Clive Barker, Hellraiser. When it first came out, it was clever. But it's just like all these crazy remakes. My gosh, stop. Like the Alien Romulus movie, I saw it in the theater. It was ridiculous. It wasn't bad, but it was just it was like taking all the Alien movies, putting them kind of together, except for the third one, which I hated. That one in the prison colony. Oh, I couldn't stand that one. Oh, that was brutal. But The Offspring and the other one, Resurrection. And then, you know how Hollywood is. I mean, yes. Genghis, I agree with that. The first couple of Jeepers Creepers. But it just got ridiculous. I don't even know, like, even how they ruined Halloween. Halloween Ends. That was the worst way to end the Halloween. If you're going to end it, that was brutally bad. Brutally bad. It seemed rushed. It was it was poorly written. I'm surprised Jamie Lee Curtis would want to be involved in such a project, because it was a bomb. Now the other one, the Halloween one, the other one before that wasn't too bad, but the last one, Halloween Ends, was horrific. I was disgusted. I saw that in the theater. I was upset. What kind of hogwash was that? Michael Myers is weak, and that happens? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's the way you're going to end it? Very bad. So, yeah, not pleased with that. That's the host. Okay, the messages are just coming in like crazy. I was a host. All right. But I mean, what is coming up now? The one that is out, and I want to see it, but I don't even want to go there with it. Is Terrifier 3. These are the first two were actually for me, and I love horror movies. It was disturbing. Those movies are seriously disturbing. That is not at all. No way. Those should be rated mature, like 18 plus. Forget about R. Those movies are just too much. That's not a kind of movie you want to have young people in a room to see. No way. Those movies are not. They disturbed me. I almost got ill. Oh, God, I put the wrong. Okay, let's see. This is upcoming horror movies. Okay, these are the more recent ones. Okay, let's see. Alien Romulus, The Crow. What a bomb that was, huh? The Crow remake? I haven't seen it, but... See, this one I wouldn't mind to see. I don't know if you've... It came out a few weeks ago. It's called Never Let Go. I saw that somewhere. I think I have it. A mother and her twin sons are trapped in their house by a malevolent force, relying on their familial bond and physical connection for safety. When one son questions the reality of the evil, their unity unravels, leading to a terrifying battle for survival in the psychological thriller horror. That sounds interesting. Halle Berry's in it. Salem's Lot, I've seen that. Terrifier 3. Smile 2. I didn't see Smile, so I don't even know what the heck that is. Heretic, November 15th. Yeah, I seen the first two Terrifiers, but we don't want to get too... I don't want to get into it too much because those movies are cray-cray. They just are cray-cray. And yes, I'll see I'll see number 3 too. What's this one? Nah, that doesn't sound good to me. Nosferatu on Christmas Day. What a weird date to release a movie like that. Nosferatu, the remake of the original. It's a remake of the 1922 silent film of the same name. The Nosferatu tells the tale of a young woman who falls victim to a vampire utterly infatuated with her. They should have released that earlier for Halloween. That's a bad move. That is a bad move. Adrift. It's been in development for years. TBD. The horror film is described as a supernatural ghost story set aboard a ship. You know, I like him as an actor. It's a movie also TBD. It's called Dust Bunny. Mads Mikkelsen, I like the way he acts. He's intense. The horror thriller movie follows an 8-year-old girl who asks her neighbor to help her kill a monster under her bed after she thinks it has eaten her family. Oh my gosh. Aside from Mickelson, the cast of Dust Bunny includes Sigourney Weaver. Wow. There's been no release date set, but the movie has been shot. They're just waiting for a release. It might end up in the theater or it might go right to a streaming platform. I'm just looking at some of these movies. Ugh. I can't, that's just ridiculous. Return to Silent Hill. This one is for next year. Shelby Oaks. Mia searches for her sister Riley, the lead investigator of the paranormal Paranoids, who disappeared 12 years ago. As she delves into Riley's last investigation, she uncovers a dark legacy and evidence of a hidden supernatural evil dating back to their childhood. Then there's a movie next that's called Witchboard. There was an old movie. That's another remake then. Based on the 1986 horror film of the same name. There we go. Another reboot. The Strangers Chapter 2 and 3. Another Insidious movie. And that's it. That's horrible. Oh, you seen it? It's like the new zombie apocalypse board. I mean, it's pathetic. Some of these movies are just simply pathetic. They lied in the trailer. Let me see something. I do want to see next summer, I think, the Superman movie. I do want to see what they did with this. So I'm now looking up the most anticipated movies of 2025. Yeah, you're right. Clickbait is getting out of hand. It is really getting out of hand. Okay, so this is what it's saying here. Oh my God. The most listen to this list. This is from Rotten Tomatoes. The most anticipated movies of 2025. We start with Ballerina. And then Paddington in Peru. God, what is that? In the Gray. It comes out in January. Jake Gyllenhaal, Henry Cavill. There's a whole bunch. Together they form a gang of badasses determined to rescue billions stolen from them. A Wolfman movie is coming. January 17th. So another Wolfman movie. What the hell is this? I mean, that's not even Captain America. Brave New World. February. Sinners trailer. What is that? The plot is still being kept tightly under wraps. Black Bag. I would never see that. Suspense and mystery meet in an upcoming spy drama from Academy Award, blah, blah, blah. In the absence of major plot details, it just doesn't have no information. There's some trailers, though. Disney's Snow White. Disney's Snow White. How many Snow White movies, live action, do we have? I think one too many, right? Minecraft, the movie. Looks like Jack Black is in it. That's for April. Thunderbolts in May. It's another Marvel movie. The other Mission Impossible, that was supposed to be the second part of the first one, that comes out in May. Karate Kid. This is pathetic. Karate Kid. How many times are we going to see this reboot? Oh, Ballerina actually comes out in June. Oh, wait a minute. It's not what I thought it was. Ballerina is a spin-off of the Jack Wick universe. One of the female assassins trained by Ruska Roma. So that's what that is. That's a spin-off from the Wick movies. Oh, thank gosh. What is this now? An animated film. Another animated film, How to Train Your Dragon. This is ridiculous. Look at all the reboots. And then, remember 28 Days Later, the zombie flick? Well, now they've got 28 years later. How original. Oh, they got another Megan. It's a sequel to the first one. The AI thing. And then there's a racing F1 movie in June. July is Jurassic World Rebirth. That's the one. Superman, July 11th. What's this now? I saw a good ballerina movie where they held a little ballerina girl hostage, but it did not work. I found it was called Abigail. I've heard that movie. I haven't seen it yet. Yes, I have to see that. But Superman, July 11th next year. That is a must for me. Unlike the Smurfs movie. The Fantastic Four movie comes out next year too. The Bad Guys. I don't even know. It's a sequel to that. Oh my God, look at this. Remember The Naked Gun? Well, they're doing a remake of that too now. That is pathetic. Oh my God. In October of next year, The Bride. Frankenstein's Bride. Tron. Ares. Next year. But you see the lack of originality here? The Black Phone 2. Mortal Kombat 2. Blade. I guess it's a remake of Blade, and it does not have Wesley Snipes. The Running Man. Wasn't that a Schwarzenegger movie? Look at all the remakes. It's pathetic. Wicked Part 2. Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2. This is pathetic. Avatar, Fire and Ash. Dirty Dancing 2. This is pathetic. That is pathetic. At least in my opinion, that's pathetic. So I'll say it again. Where is the originality in Hollywood? It sure isn't there. It's just reboot after reboot or sequel. Horrible. That is just like straight up horrible. To me, at least. Superman, I want to see. Another reboot of Superman. How many times are you going to reboot Superman? One thing, DC definitely has issues. Now, Marvel they make so much money off these films. Some of, few of them do bomb. But in general, they just get a ton of money making. But DC has issues. DC blew it big time with Justice League. The Zack Snyder version was darker, better, and it could have had a sequel, but they blew it. They blew it big time. They had to put out that happy, happy, joy, joy version of the Justice League. If you've ever seen the Zack Snyder version, it is dark. It is good. Long, but much better. And they blew it. And the ending was mind-blowing how they could have went with that. But no, DC finds a way to mess things up. It's horrific. They blow they ruin their movies. Much more so than Marvel does, to me. I mean, I saw the Batman. It was all right. It's more like the comic book type of the Batman. And now they got the other one coming out, the sequel. I have not seen the Penguin spinoff yet. I'm going to wait till they're all out. Then I'm going to binge watch it. But I'm going to tell you, it is incredible, the transformation with the makeup. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but wow, to think that that's him is incredible. I can't think of his name right now, the actor that portrays the Penguin. What a transformation to create that character. I got to look it up now. Colin Farrell. That's an amazing transformation. It really is. It's actually stunning to think that this dude right here, and I'll put it on the screen, Colin Farrell, actor Colin Farrell, portrays the Penguin. That just shows you how much makeup work that it takes to transform him to that. It's amazing. Let me look at the image. I'm trying to get a good picture. Right here. This is him. And that looks like that's filmed in Chicago, because I know the New York subway doesn't look necessarily like that. So that's him. That is one heck of a transformation with the makeup to make him into the Penguin character. It's incredible. To me, at least. I mean, so I don't know. That to me was pretty impressive. So, anyway, enough about the movies. I am going to probably take a break to go try my Chinese food that I made today. Oh, it looks so good. I haven't had anything to eat yet today, but I'm like definitely looking forward to eating this food that I made today. And it would be, look, let me just show you. Did you see it? Did you see what I made? And Mod Vibe, same to you, but before I go, look, I was gonna play that game is crazy, by the way. And I haven't really played much of it. the Warhammer game. Have you seen that? That game is a little cray cray. So I made shrimps with vegetables in teriyaki sauce, which is that, this morning. It's got all kinds of vegetables. But I'm on a diet, so it's not like it's an emergency to go eat. And then I made this on the side. And this was work. Shrimp fried rice. That looks freaking slamming. That looks freaking awesome. So I am like, that looks yummy. I'm like, bring it. Let's do it. So that is done. That took me a little time because I had to, like I said, I made the white rice yesterday. And then I refrigerated it. And then I took it out this morning, uncovered it so it could dry up a little bit. And I made the eggs separately.
Swing voters.
Alexa, hold on. I had the TV on pause and it just unpaused itself. Anyway, so for this is a little work. I make the eggs separate, scrambled eggs, put it to the side. I take the green onion and regular onion, white onion, same thing, little oil, brown it up, put it to the side. The shrimps, same thing, little oil, cook them up, put them to the side. And then I put peas in there and mushrooms because I love that. But that was after. So then I take the white rice, put it in a wok with very hot too. It can't be like cold. With a little oil. And what I do is I take a paper towel and I put it on the sides of the wok so it's completely full of oil on the sides too. And then I fry up the rice. Then once it's fried up a little bit, then I add all the ingredients together and I put soy sauce all over it and mix it. And that's what it comes out to look like. That looks freaking slamming. And the key is, if you go to the store and you go like to the international aisle, in the Chinese section, they sell those sauces, like all the different sesame, orange, you get all. You put that over this with the other. Jesus Christ, that scared me to death. I'm live streaming. What's up?
I just was calling in and I just had a couple questions real quick.
All right, let me mute. Hold on. All right, Eric, have a great one. Call you later. I'll call you during the Yankee game.
Okay, sounds good. Give my a hug for me.
I will. Love you.
Love you, brother.
Bye. It depends on how the Yankees are doing. If I'm in a bad mood, I'm not calling you, Eric. It all depends how that goes. You know, sometimes I wonder, why am I wearing headphones when I don't need to? It's not like I'm hearing anybody talking back to me. It's like I'm talking to myself. I did, you know, the Halloween song I wrote last night. Again, I'm getting a lot of interesting feedback, positive, because it has an alien theme, Genghis, because he's the one who told me to write something like that. But the one that's getting a lot of traction is that Halloween song. It's getting a lot of attention on multiple platforms. I'm like, people are really liking it. Some people are saying, Bill, I can't get this song out of my head. That's pretty good when you have a song like that and it's trending on certain platforms. It's like, I didn't expect that. But have you seen it, Moth Vibe? It did scare you too? It scared the shit out of me, that phone call. I was like, have you seen that one? I know there's a delay, so I'm waiting. Because trust me, tomorrow, I'm not going bike riding. So I have a meeting early. So I might, depending on what time the Yankee game's over, I might come back later, but that's late. I need to take a break till I gotta go to work later. But have you seen it, Moth Vibe? If you're still there or you left, you're gone. You're probably gone, right? Actually, somebody commented on it, the new one. I know the UFO interested people are going to comment on it. There's no doubt about it. Because they'll understand exactly where I was coming from when I wrote it. And it's going to definitely resonate. Oh, Sev, if you're watching, you should be chilling out and relaxing. So somebody I know said, ooh, I like the concept. Nice job. So yeah, that one is definitely getting... I know Sev and some of the other people, when they hear that, they're going to be like, wow. Interesting concept. And that was the whole point. To have that happen in this lyrics. You think it's about Santa's elves. Well, not necessarily. It's a different type of elves. But it was my friend Genghis. When I wrote the first Christmas theme song, he said, why don't you write something with aliens in it in relation to Christmas? So I said, oh, that's a great idea. I'm glad I thought of it. And that's when I sat last night and I wrote that one. And it is pretty cool, I have to say. So Sev and anybody else who watches it, I hope you like it. I wrote it in like an hour with the music. Like that. Lyrics and music took an hour. I could write lyrics all day long. I just don't have time. But it looks like Moth Vibe is gone, which means I'm going to go sit down, chill out, because I haven't stopped since I woke up 8 o'clock this morning. 6 hours later, I have not stopped. So I need to take a time out, sit down, watch the recap of the game last night that I did not get to see because my Verizon went off. They had some kind of an issue. And what about the New York Mets whipping the Dodgers? I mean, not really whipping. I think the Dodgers better be careful. The Dodgers could definitely lose to the Mets. If I would, personally, I'm not a Met fan, I'm a Yankees fan. But I would enjoy seeing the Mets take out the Dodgers. And if the Yankees are able to get past the Indians, oh, would I love to see a Subway Series here in New York. Yankees Mets, oh, that would be awesome. Because it's only happened once before. Yankees won. So that would be great to see a Subway Series. A lot of people like out there, it would be great to see Yankees Dodgers. Going back in the history of the franchises. Well, you know what? There's not much history between the two New York teams that exist today, and that's the Yankees and the Metropolitans, or known as the Mets. Like the Knicks. The Knicks are really the Knickerbockers. The Mets are really the Metropolitans. So it would be nice to see Yankees versus the Mets. Oh, that would be lovely. So, go Mets for more than one reason. Go Mets. Beat those Dodgers. And I have to say, Shohei Ohtani's a great player. But watching, like, I saw parts of the first game, and he does this thing. He looks so silly. I mean, that looks so silly. I'm like, really? Is that like an anime-related Japanese weird thing that he does that thing? I was like, oh my gosh. And he's in the dugout doing the same thing. He's a great player. There's no doubt about that. But, dude, you have to come up with something a little better than that. That's just me, my opinion. That, I don't know. Maybe that flies in Japan. Maybe it flies with the Dodgers fans. They like that. But I'm like, I don't know about that one. I mean, maybe I'm just being too critical. But it's kind of a weird look, the way he does that. It's like, what the freak where did he come up with that? And he's a big guy. He's a tall guy. He's not a small guy, and it just looks weird. Like, what? We can make fun of guys that make $700 million, right? And what was his contract? 12, 13 years? I don't remember. I mean, they make the money. They don't care what anybody has to say. They're making that money. So, he'll keep doing this. Have you ever seen it? Let me see if I can find it before I go. And you tell me if it looks weird as a celebratory thing toward the dugout. Because that's what he's doing it to. I want to see if I find it. Maybe it's not just me. Maybe other people. Let me look. Let me make sure there's no sound. I don't know. It just kind of looks weird to me. Let me look at it. Maybe I looked at it wrong. Maybe I just it. All right, I got a clip here. It was against the Mets. All right. Not that one. Not the tilting one. The tilting one is okay. But that one's not the one. It's the other one. Yeah, that one. That's the one. The tilting one's okay. A grimace. I just heard a sound coming from the corner of my room. Now, I can't even show it because I'll get in trouble. But he's going like this. And he's doing it to the dugout now. He's going like this. It is so bizarre looking. The other one, he does this. Like he does a. That one's okay. But the other one looks weird. It does look like Grimace now that you say that. The way that Grimace. Dude. Oh my gosh. Now that I think about it. It does remind me of Grimace. I knew it would look freaky to me for some reason. And that's what it is. I'm like, where did I see that movement before? I thought it was from like a Japanese thing. But no, it's Grimace. It's the Grimace thing from back in the day. Oh my gosh, Johnny. It is. Watch the game tomorrow, if you can. And if Ohtani gets on base, watch what I'm talking. I can't show it because I'll get in trouble. Watch what I'm talking about. He does one thing where he goes, like, that's all right. But the other one, it's so weird looking. To me, at least. At least Judge and some of the other players, you know, they got this other thing going on. You know. But I don't know. And the guy is tall. It kind of just looks goofy looking to me. Like I said, I'm being overly critical. But when I'm seeing it on my big TV and I see this big dude doing something like that, it just looks weird to me. Like, I hope the Mets whip the Dodgers. Oh, would it be beautiful if the Mets won the next 3 games at home, which is highly unlikely, by the way. I don't see it happening. But wouldn't it be nice to see the Dodgers swept at Citi Field? Oh, my God. Now, the Yankees got to win tonight because going to Cleveland, tied 1 game apiece, just like what the Dodgers are going through. I'd be very tense. If the Yankees win tonight, I feel a lot better going to Cleveland up 2-0 going into Cleveland. Because the Yankees do well in Cleveland. And right now, the Yankees probably have the healthiest starting staff. It's a shocker to think. But they've got people just on the shelf waiting now. They got healthy. They got at the right time. And people are saying, oh, and I'm one of them, the pitching. Oh, Casey's got great pitching. The Tigers got great pitching. Where are they? And yes, pitching does win. Definitely. But people underestimated this Yankee rotation. With Rodon, Cole, Schmidt. Schmidt had a great year until he got injured. And Heel, a candidate for Rookie of the Year. Yankees got their bullpen is what scares me. Very much so. Very much so, that bullpen scares me. But people underestimated this team for their starters right now. And I think that's a mistake. Let's see what Cole is made of tonight. Yankees could go up 2-1. 2 games to none. But Bibby is going for the Indians, and he had a great last start against the Tigers. So it's going to be an interesting game tonight. So I'm looking forward to watching baseball tonight. What's a good time? Okay, IDF. And I hate to say this because I'm not one that goes off the cliff on things like certain people do. Like when Moth Vibe or somebody said clickbaits and all that conspiracy shit that goes on every day that we hear about. I would say, though, keep an eye on some type of Israeli retaliation by the weekend. against Iran. I will say that. All the signs are coming in from information, but I don't think it's going to be nuclear or oil. A lot of people are saying go after the oil, go after the nuclear. I don't think so. Let's see if I'm right. I don't think so. That would raise the stakes immensely in so many different ways, affecting a lot of countries as well. So, let's see if I predict that one to be right. Oil will not be involved, and neither will the nuclear. So there's a lot going on over there. And there's a lot going on everywhere. But it looks like that might happen in the next upcoming days. Not to get all gloom and doom, but there are signals coming in. And a lot of that comes in it's Instagram, but it's coming in from like the IDF and some other sources. And of course, there's propaganda on every side, regardless. That just goes without saying. We see that here in our own country, on steroids. So, it's no surprise in any kind of a war environment that's going to happen. But anyway, I'm going to go eat now and relax and chill out and watch a horror movie if I could find one. I should have saved Salem's Lot for today because I have some time to chill. I can't honestly say that there's anything that I'll find on Netflix or Prime. Matter of fact, let me check Prime. I started watching A Quiet Place day one. Oh. Let me see what Prime's got to offer. Yeah, that's where I was watching it, on Prime. I wonder where... Oh, it's in the movies. That's right. Okay, videos. What the hell is Monkey Man? It's got 4 stars. What is this about? That's new. Wow. I don't know if I want to go there. The original. I haven't seen that in years. That's a classic. Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. That is a classic. But I don't like to watch movies I've already seen. But that is a classic. People might say, who the hell is Abbott and Costello? Horror movies. Seymour. Now we're talking. Terrifier 2 is on Prime. And the first one. I like that movie, The Thing, the remake, but seen it already. See, there's nothing there that catches my eye that I have not already seen. It's horrible. This is what makes it so difficult. Nothing. Sometimes I like watching the old Christopher Lee Hammer movies. The Hammer films. It is pathetic. There's not one movie that I'm seeing in all this list that I would want to watch right now when I eat. Not one. That is bad. Don't speak. The hell is that? Don't speak. Oh, this might be something. This one was made in 2020. And it's called Don't Speak. And it says here, Rita takes her family to visit her dying father who lives out in the country. Oh, I could definitely see this. Soon after arriving, they realize everyone in the town has vanished. They go from house to house, unable to find any sign of life. They learn that something has escaped from a local testing facility, killing everything in its path. The monster will soon be out for them unless they figure out a way to survive the night. There's one. That might be the one I'm going to watch. It's got 3.5 stars rated. It was made in 2020. That might be the one. Oh, Judge is clean. Johnny, Judge is definitely clean. He's just a big monster, 6'7". I have his home run bat. I have 2 sets, signed ball and the bat, right over there. It's only $99. I have 2 sets of the 62 home run with the bat and the signed ball. The other set is in its box. The other one is on display with the ball. It's right there. It's locked up. It's in a wood, beautiful case on the wall over there. I have his MVP bat. I even got this BS bat over here. This one. Oh, it's still in its plastic, and I have to use a glove to touch it. I don't touch this stuff without wearing gloves. Never. Never. Let me get a glove. We do not touch things with our oily fingers. That is a big no-no. Never touch your stuff, collectibles, I don't care what it is, with your bare hands. Wear gloves. So this is the fastest to 300 bat. It's just a little side thing. It's not a big deal. Oh, I don't even want to touch that side. Let me see if I can hold it without... Is it upside down? No. So this is the Aaron Judge bat. There's a lot of these. All-time record, fastest to 300 home runs, 955 games, 3,431 at-bats. 300th home run was on August 14th of this year. And there's 2,224 of these bats. So there's a lot of these bats out there. But this is just a side little thing. It's not even in a case. But that's just like an example. Because like I said, I have his MVP bat. I have his ball signed, the 62 home run. I'll pay for the Hall of Fame if he makes the Hall of Fame. Anything that he does, I'm going to collect. I have Jeter's stuff, Hall of Fame bat. And I have a signed Hall of Fame Jeter ball. I have a bunch of stuff over there. But what's worth the money, and it was thousands. I paid a lot of money for that one. Thousands is on my wall. That's the big one. It cost thousands when I bought it. Now that's hardcore. You want to talk about hardcore? Well, that's hardcore. To spend that kind of money on an item, and it's just one item. I need to roll a cigarette. I'm actually going to take a picture of it because I don't want to swing the camera. I'm going to take a picture of it so you can see what I'm talking about. Then I'm going to get off because I got to eat. First, I need a cigarette. I haven't smoked at all. And yes, I gotta quit. I know, you gotta quit, you gotta quit, you gotta quit. I know. Play me a little violin. Find me the smallest violin to play. I get it. Let's take a picture of what I'm talking about on that wall. Actually, we'll take a couple. Alexa, bright living room light.
Okay.
Okay, I'm trying to zoom in. That's that one. And then over here, let me get this smaller. Let's see if I can get this one bat. Is this it? Yeah, that's the one. This one right here. Okay, we got it. Now I gotta send it to myself on Skype. These are the ones I'm referring to right now. Let me send it to myself. This one, this one. Send. Okay, it's sending to me. And I gotta download them. But these are, I'm gonna watch that movie now. My laptop's still connected to my computer, so I can do that. I mean, to my TV. I'm downloading it right now. The pictures. These are money. Yeah, I have a whole wall dedicated to all kinds of baseball stuff. I'm waiting for the pictures to upload. Then I gotta download them. So I'm sharing the screen. The picture should be done in 10 seconds. I don't know why it takes so long from the phone to Skype to upload. Here they go. Well, one of them is ready. Save. Now I'm waiting for the other one. We can start with this one. It's hard to see it. Oh, there's the other one. This is the money one. Oh my gosh. Like I said, this cost thousands. But first we'll see. Oh man, I don't know which media it is. Not that one. It's not the food. Which one is it? Let's do this one first. So there's a lot of bats. I have a whole row. The Jeter bat is above. So that's the judge signed ball for the home run thing, and that's his bat. It's hard to see it. But this is the Aaron Judge 62 home run bat. There's only 99 of them. I have 2 sets, and the ball, signed ball, is there with it in the case. And it says on the ball 62 home runs, blah, 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 blah. And then Judge's signatures on the ball. So that's that one. But that's not the money one. This is. This is the money one. So there's only 27 of these jerseys. It's the Core 4 jersey. The Core 4, 5 World Series titles. It has the titles. 12 playoff appearances by the 4 of them. 8 division championships. 7 American League. I don't even know what the hell it says. Pennants. It's a limited edition. And you have Jeter's signature, Mariano Rivera, Andy Pettitte, and Jorge Posada on the number 2. That is a money jersey right there. Money. There's only 27 of these dedicated to the Core 4. And to have 2 Hall of Famers on it, Jeter and Mariano signed. And of course, Jeter signed right in the middle. So this is awesome. And it is an authentic Yankees jersey that they did it on Jeter's number. That is just badass. And there's only 27 of them. And I got one. And it's in the frame. And it's up on my wall. Well, amongst other collectibles up there. And now, as a baseball fan, as a Yankees fan, if it depends, like there's so many Yankee fans internationally, and there's a lot of them that collect memorabilia. That is something a true Yankee fan would love to get their hands on. It's weird because it's a marketing thing. I mean, Jeter, clean. Mariano, probably the best relief pitcher ever. I think Andy Pettitte was undervalued and underestimated with his numbers. And Posada also. But regardless, you still have Jeter and Mariano, 2 Hall of Famers, part of that Core 4, 5 championships. When was the last time baseball had that kind of a run? With that, what these 4 guys did in that time span. It doesn't happen often these days to have like a dynasty like that. Winning the World Series, winning. It's all about the winning, the success. In baseball, like right now, what dynasty? Look at the Patriots. That would be like having Tom Brady, like something like that. Or who knows, maybe the Chiefs with Mahomes. There are some franchises out there that have had runs. Wow. Well, I could tell you, if I looked up this jersey, it's probably worth about $4,000 right now. Just saying. That jersey's about $4,000 right now. Because I do check. So, again, depends on the devaluation or valuation of an item. Now, for Judge hasn't proved anything really yet. He's got 300 home runs. He hasn't even won a ring yet. His career, it all depends on if he stays healthy, if he continues to put up numbers, and when he retires, will he be a Hall of Famer? All of that is TBD. So, you know, but see, everything I'm getting is a risk, but it's going to pay off if he continues with his career. I have the assets, I have the pieces that they will have a lot of value if he does become a Hall of Famer and does get certain accolades. And it's a matter of building the collection, the foundation, but it's risky. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. Everything goes with a risk, but if it does happen, I've got some pieces. That's the whole gamble. It's a gamble. Is it a risky gamble I'm willing to take? Yes. Another Yankee captain. Jeter, captain. For Yankee fans, that has value. As a collector. That's what it's about. So like everything else, everything has a risk when you're doing this kind of stuff. But I'm taking a risk on Judge. Collecting his stuff. I am. Because, again, it's a risk I'm willing to take. And I already got my guy that is part of this company. It's an insider thing. I'm not going to reveal who the person is and what my connection is. But he will call me and I tell him, if this happens, call me first. And that's what he does. Like, he called me when the guy that is no longer a Yankee had a no-hitter or something like that, perfect game. I passed because I had a feeling this guy, he had a checkered past with his. I said, I don't think so. I don't think this is a gamble I'm willing to take. So, thank God I didn't. But he contacts me. Are you interested? Sometimes I say yes. Sometimes I say no. And that's how it works. But, there will be memorabilia, especially if it's a Subway Series and the Yankees beat the Mets, let's just say, all hypothetical, a lot has to happen. There will be memorabilia in that case, especially from the Judge perspective. So again, it's building the little pieces and making the whole collection. That in 10 years from now, 20 years from now, if I'm still breathing, there might be some value to it. Not now, necessarily. The Jeter one, yes. And moving forward, definitely. But, like I said, everything has a risk. I have Jeter balls there signed. I have his Hall of Fame bat, which I don't know what the number is. I'm not even going to go look. Even caps. Little things like that. And you don't touch them. And you don't leave them out. You seal them. So they look mint. That's the key. You do not want to touch them. You don't want to. They're just there. And you have to make sure that you take care of any. This is good. This goes across the board. Anything that you collect, you better protect it. From aging, dust, fingerprint oils on a ball or on anything, on a surface of anything, because your fingers will leave that. So you don't want none of that as a collectible. Just put it away and let it be. If you, if you have a box, and I have a few of them, say it's like a Star Wars, right, from back in the day. You do not touch it. You do not take it out of the box. That box, originality of the box makes it even more valuable. Leave it in the box. And I wouldn't leave the box out because it's going to collect dust and the air is going to age it. You need to seal it. You need to seal it. Because the aging doesn't help. It gets yellow. It fades. And like I said, dust. What are you going to do? Wipe the dust off? You're going to do damage to the piece. You don't want dust on it. You want to seal that thing. Even if you have to use a vacuum pack sealer thing. Which you can. They have big, I have one. That's big, that you put the plastic, like a roll, it comes a roll. You cut it, you put the item in, and then it has a heater thing that seals it, vacuum seals it. Do that. Don't let air get into it. That's my tip. Anyway, I'm going. Time to go eat. Everybody have a great rest of your day. Be well, be blessed, be safe. And I may be back tonight. I don't know. There's too much going on. But I'll see everybody soon.